The Brown Park Podcast is brought to you by Grow Clinics. They're leading the way in hair loss treatments in Australia and New Zealand. And for more information, go to growclinics.com.au. Dion, hello.
Christo, how are you?
Normally we'd have a guest on the show, and we've got plenty of guests coming up in the next couple of weeks, heaps of them.
Indeed, some pretty special guests.
But we just thought we'd get on and just have a spray. Maybe that's what we should call it. We should call it Have a Spray.
Have a spray.
No, that sounds wrong too, doesn't it? Chewing the fat.
Then having a spray.
No, none of those names work, but yeah.
The Brown Park Podcast.
So let's talk about Bali. If you've been watching our feed, we've just come back from family holiday to Bali. Our families all went to Bali and holidayed together.
Indeed. What a great we had 9 days. You had almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, 12 days, I think. And it was I've never been to Bali before, but from what I gather, it was busier than what it's been, obviously, over the pandemic. They've pretty much been shut down for 2 years. And there was lots of people there. Yeah, it was good to see people going out again.
I was there like I want to say 25 years ago, and it was a whole lot busier back then. And the locals when we went recently, they were saying it's back to about 65% of what it was pre-COVID. So
yeah, bouncing back. There's a few moments though that we need to talk about things that happened. And I would like to address how we made your dream come true.
We did. We legit filled a dream there. And I was on a high after doing it, 100%.
Yeah. And I passed out with alcohol poisoning, but that's another story. So let's tell your story first about how Dion of 20 years ago, 25 years ago, longer than that.
25. I was like 19, 20. So, 25 years ago. Yep.
Yeah. You went to Bali with a dream.
Well, it wasn't a dream that I realised until I got there that I wanted to do, but I went there with a mate at the time. I was 19. I was an apprentice, so I was earning next to nothing. Yeah. So we go to Bali and we get there and we realise that we want to eat lobster on the beach in Jimbaran Bay.
Yeah.
So we went, we spent our time in Kuta, had some fun, ended up at a local gambling establishment.
Yes.
Because we figured that we could gamble our way to buying some lobster for dinner.
Is gambling legal there? There's no casinos or anything, is there?
I said a local gambling establishment.
Local being the... Okay, so...
I don't even know where it was. It was in the back street of the Burbs in a shed.
How did you find it?
We're just hanging out with one of the locals for the 10 days we were there, and he took us there. Yeah.
Okay. On a scooter?
No, it was in his car, but I did ride a motorbike with no brakes while I was there.
God. For a bit. Okay. Pause that story. Let's keep going with the game. Okay, so you find yourself in the back shed of Kuta somewhere gambling.
Yes, indeed. So essentially I lost the majority of my money. Well, I didn't lose the majority of my money. I didn't win enough to buy lobster. So the fallback was to have snapper on the beach in Jimbaran Bay in Bali because we just couldn't afford the lobster anymore. And it was just the running thing the whole time. I can't wait to come back one day and to be able to afford to buy myself a lobster and sit on the beach and eat it.
Now, pause that as well. You also got pickpocketed?
First night. First night in Bali, in Kuta. I was lining up to get into the Sari Club.
Oh, wow.
Which is, long gone due to, some horrendous events. Yeah. But I get into the Sari Club, go to buy my first drink, go to grab my wallet out of my back pocket. Stupid. Like, you just don't carry your wallet in your back pocket in Bali. Maybe it's changed now. I don't know. But, yeah.
Well, I carried mine in my back pocket and never lost it, so...
Well, that's why I bought my portable pocket.
Have a look at our socials for the portable pocket because he's trying to start something. The Brown Park portable pocket.
Just don't knock it till you try it. All right?
No, exactly. Okay, we won't.
I went to buy my first drink and my wallet and everything was gone. And I'm talking all my money, stupid move again, wallet and back pocket, had all my money in there, my cards and everything went. So get this though. So I go to the cop shop to report my wallet stolen the next day. And they charged me 50,000 rupiah or whatever it was. I'm like, bro, all my money's just been stolen and you at the cop shop are going to charge me to report it stolen?
Why are they charging you for it?
I don't know. Look, it's probably a shakedown at the time. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But my mate at the time gave me the money to pay to report my wallet stolen, which was stupid. Like, what are they going to do? But anyway, so, first night I get pickpocketed. So, and then again, we thought we'd gamble my way back. I don't know where I was going wrong when I was younger. I just really don't.
No idea.
Yeah.
So you ended up losing your money and having snapper on the beach instead. So cut to 25 years later.
Yep.
We went and had lobster. Well, you had lobster on the beach.
A 1.1 kilo whole lobster, fresh, and ate it on the beach. Legit, when I was eating it, going, I never would have thought that. I mean, I didn't even know if I was ever going to go back to Bali, but to actually go back there and do what I said I wanted to do 25 years earlier, it was pretty special. It may be a small thing to some people, but I guess life moves so quickly that even in that moment, whilst I was eating this lobster, I sort of reflected on the last 25 years very quickly and went, wow, so much has happened in that 25 years because life's so fleeting and you just don't take time to reflect. And I think Chris said that in his previous podcast. So I think it was a combination. It was reflection and achievement that I could afford to buy myself a lobster on the beach. And look, hey, just so the people know, it was like $50. So it wasn't like we went out and spent some extravagant amount of money. So it was, $50.
But mate, when that lobster came out, you made mouth sex with that thing. You ate every single little bit of that lobster and there was nothing left of it.
It was lucky it was dark because it wouldn't have been a good look.
And then from that, I got alcohol poisoning. So I don't know how we did that.
Well, that's what happens when you drink the local spirit. See, I didn't get sick. I drank we drank similar drinks, but I don't know. Drinking local spirits, lobster.
I know that about half an hour later, I was passed out on the bed and I'd only had like 2 drinks. And
that hit you, didn't it? It was.
Aside from that, look, we had a fantastic holiday. The one thing that shocked me most about anything there was the road rules or lack thereof.
Well, they don't have road. See, how they don't have more accidents is mind blowing. We overtook somebody that was holding their baby in their arms on the scooter while the baby was sleeping, and then there was another one. I think it was something like Casey saw it. He was riding a scooter with his kid on the back while texting on his scooter. Yeah. And I went, wow, that's talented or dangerous.
Oh, it's insane. I was reading this article that a guy had actually written on TripAdvisor, and he was writing about living as an expat in Bali. I'm constantly asked about what road rules are. And so he put together this thing, and you can actually just type in road rules in Bali on Google and you'll find this. And it's called Driving in Bali. And he's put it down as a beginner's guide to Bali road customs. Mm-hmm. And pretty much he said, there are none.
Yep.
There are no road rules. Give way. Well, it's not really give way as we were taught. It's more a case of playing chicken.
Yep.
Just going out. No look left turn. Well practiced. You don't look. You just go out.
You just go.
Yep. Motorbikes from a side of street without looking, they'll just pull straight out in front of you. The cut in, they said as another well-practiced road custom is to overtake you. They immediately just cut into your direct path. Mm-hmm. Another is to overtake you and then immediately make a left turn. So they said, just be aware. Don't be angry because that's just the way they drive. So they'll cut in on the right and then turn left. This guy wrote, there's never a safe following distance. Any kind of gap greater than a meter will be filled immediately with another scooter. Overtaking, said if you're overtaking, it's good to just use your horn and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like we overtook somebody into oncoming traffic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and everybody just stops.
Was that when we're in a couple of cars and almost every car I went in, they were on the wrong side of the road. I'm going, holy crap, bro.
Yeah.
You got to put your foot down.
Potholes, they said they're just there.
Yeah.
Just got to look out for them. Red lights are treated more as a suggestion.
Yep.
Hazard lights are used as an indicator to say they're going straight ahead. I don't understand that.
Well, but that makes complete sense because if they're both flashing, you're not going left or right. Makes sense to me.
Guess so. Okay. And this is the one that got me with regards to road accidents in Bali. It says accidents. A Balinese policeman once determined a foreigner's fault at an accident by stating if they weren't in Bali, then the accident would not have happened.
Completely fair and valid right. Because if he wasn't there, it legit wouldn't have happened. So, but look, that is pragmatic thinking at its best. And the thing is, too, a lot of people don't know that if you ride a scooter in Bali, you're not covered under travel insurance. So if you come off one of those things, you'd be covering yourself.
Well, the one thing they said in this is you've really, really got to look out for your insurance there because medical costs can ramp up very quickly. And funeral costs.
Well, see, I mean, they do charge a tourist more for sure because I went to the convenience store and a figure came up on the screen and then one of the guys came over and said, no, do this. And then it almost doubled the price. And I don't know if I missed something there or what, but I went, oh, All right, okay. So it was $10 for 20 packets of chips. I can live with it. But
they've seen you coming and gone, hey,
look at this guy with his fake Gucci bag and his Bintang singlet. He's ripe for the taking.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's the Brown Park shortcut. We're going to do these periodically just because because we want to.
Because we want to. Whatever we want.
Next week, we have a full show, including a very special guest will be joining us. We'll drop that next week. If you want to get hold of us, you can.
Go to brownpark_ on Instas.
Yep. You can find us on TikTok. You can find our website, brownpark.com.au as well. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.
The Brown Podcast.